Hi everybody, today is Saturday, January 5th, and I did my normal running around today, farmer's market, grocery store, and thrift stores. It prompted me to get on here and tell you about some great deals that I've gotten at some thrift stores in the past. Now all this stuff that I'm showing you, I've just gathered from around my house. I didn't get them all today. In fact, I didn't get them all in one trip. But I just want to give you an idea of what I look for and things that I find that are great buys. The first thing I want to start with, I've told you guys before that I just recently moved into this apartment that I live in, and there are lots of great big huge windows. It's beautiful and sunny, but there was no rods and no curtains, so I had to get all the rods and curtains. So I'm always on the lookout for a good deal. So this right here, I mean, you can pick up these curtain rods for like $1.19 for a single rod at Walmart. So they're not that expensive, but look, this was 50 cents and it's a double rod still in there. So that's always a good deal. This right here, I picked up at a small, it's a really small second-hand store, I would say. The guys that run it buy like furniture at yard sales and other places like that, and they redo them. Well, they had this picture I got there. Now my taste is like primitive or country, so this fits right with my taste. Just a little tiny picture. I got it for like $2. This right here, I can't even believe I happened upon this about quite a while ago. I stopped at a woman's yard sale and she told me she was a crafter. Well, look at this. She painted this herself. Look how absolutely gorgeous that is. Can you believe she painted that? I've got an artist in my area that paints that well. It's a little wooden tray, and oh, I just treasure it because it's so gorgeous. Next, one of the things that I always look for is, I have grandchildren, so I always look for books, kids' books. So here I got a bunch of, I think there's 10 of them here, little golden books. You know, those little books that we all had when we were kids. They've been around forever. Little golden books, and there's like 10 of them. I picked them up for 10 cents a piece at this little secondhand store that we have in a town called Solon, Maine. And that store is in the process of moving right now. So I got these before they needed to move, but still, I got them at 10 cents a piece. And then once they decided that they were going to be moving, they marked down things even more than what they had, and I went in there and I got probably 30 of these Martha Stewart Living magazines. I want to say 30. Martha Stewart Living. Now they're older. They're from like 2009, 2010, and I think 2008 was in there. But they were 50 cents for 30 of them. And I mean, these suckers back then were $5. And now they're like twice that. So, but look how good, they're in great shape. They're like brand new. Somebody had these stored really well. But anyway, 50 cents for all those. Now, one of the things that I really like, me and my sisters, we love to make puzzles. And there's a certain kind of puzzle I've decided I like after collecting them for so many years from thrift stores. Usually I buy them and I just re-thrift them. But there's a certain kind, one of the makers, I guess you'd say, artists, I don't know what you call them, but they're Charles Wysocki puzzles. And here are the cats of Charles Wysocki. I like this one. It's so cute. That little orange kitty looks like my little orange kitty. But anyway, if I find his, I keep them. And my sisters and I swap them back and forth with one another. And I just keep remaking them. I love to do that. So that's one, the little cats of Charles Wysocki. Here's another one, another Wysocki. So if I find Wysockis, and they're usually $1, 50 cents to $1. Yeah, those were both 50 cents. There's another one called Jane Worcester Scott, and I kind of like hers. Very Victorian-y kind of looking. And these were also 50 cents or $1. This one's in a tin. It's in a metal tin. Isn't that pretty? Very pretty. So I love those. Like I said, 50 cents. That's your wintertime entertainment. And you can't see, but that mantle behind me, I have a little Santa Claus collection. And wooden Santa Clauses. Well, I picked this one up this year to add to my collection for 50 cents at that little place. Well, another little store in Bingham, Maine. Isn't that cute? Little wooden Santa Claus. He's so cute by the mantle. This one here, I picked up at a Goodwill, I think it was. or Salvation Army, I think it was in Newport. Anyway, isn't that cute? So yeah, 2 wooden, like 50 cents, and one was $1. This beautiful plate right here I picked up from that store, that secondhand store in Rome that I was telling you, the 2 guys that own it. Isn't that pretty? I just love it. As you can kind of tell my style is kind of like country or folky, or kind of like that. And now these 2 books here, okay, I cook. I'm an avid cook. I love to cook and bake and all that stuff. And for years I've wanted the America's Test Kitchen books. They've written a ton of cookbooks, and I don't have one of them, but they're very expensive, like $25 to $30 a piece. Well, I got 2 of them. I found one for 50 cents and one for $2 at my thrift stores. That's one. And then this one here, 50 cents. One was $2, so $2.50 for 2 of these cookbooks. They are fabulous. I don't know if you guys know what America's Test Kitchen is, but they test equipment and food just to see, what's best, and then they write recipes and tell us all about it. Okay, so I always pick up or look, if I know I have a project that I want to work on, I'll look for picture frames. And like I said, I'm kind of like, I pick up a lot of stuff, and I kind of like that primitive-y, kind of country-ish kind of decorating. And I picked up these frames. They were just wooden frames. Whoa. Wooden frames, and I painted them black. Some of them are flat black, some of them are, sorry about the glare. But there's 2 of these. I'll show you the other one in a minute. But these doilies, I'm not really a doily person, but my grandmother made these. My grandmother's been passed for quite a long time. My grandmother made these, and I wanted them out, but I didn't want to put them like on my, like back in the olden days, they used to put them on their chairs and couches and things like that, and I didn't want to do that. So I thought I could showcase them here in these frames, and that the paper behind is just craft cardstock paper. You can buy a book of it at Michael's or whatever. So I just put that back there. I painted this cheapy frame for I think I got these frames for like 25 cents. Here's another one. See that? Same thing, that craft paper. And the craft paper comes from the same book, so they match. So anyway, I thought that was kind of neat. I really like that. I actually have some more that I could do that to it. I got some pictures here if I can reach them. I've loaded all this stuff around me. I actually filmed this video once already, and I didn't have the video button going, so I had to redo it. Okay, here's another one. This is Gooseberry Patch. I don't know if you guys know anything about Gooseberry Patch, but they write cookbooks, and they just write. They have the cutest little art. Oh, I just love how their little art comes together. How cute is that? I hang that in my kitchen usually. But I don't. It's in my living room this time. That's one. I think that was $2 at a yard sale. This was another $2 picture that I got at a yard sale. And it's kind of old and beat up, but I kind of like it. I like this, the little birdhouses and the sunflowers and all that. It's got a chip in it. I don't care. It suits my purpose. It's fine. So anyway, I think that's all I've got surrounding myself. And also, too, I wanted to let you know that today I went to my thrift stores, like I said. Well, there is a couple food type thrift stores, I guess I'll call them, close to my area in a town called Waterville, not too far from where I live. But I decided to go to those today. There's a bread store called Freihofer's. It's a type of bread, type of company that makes bread or whatever. But I stopped there and I got a couple packages of Thomas English muffins for $1.59 a piece. And I got an organic loaf of sandwich bread for $1.59. And so I just wanted to let you know that, because I think those Thomas English muffins are like $4.50 or $4.99 or something at the regular grocery store. So, I mean, that's a really good deal. If I'm going to go to Waterville, then I'm going to stop there and get some bread. Then I went to another store in Waterville called Caswell's Liquidation Center. And they are a store that they have things like dented cans, or maybe boxes that got crushed, and, the box isn't perfect, so the grocery store won't sell it. Expired things. I don't care about expiration dates on food. It doesn't mean anything to me. I just buy it anyway. And they have cereals and just all kinds of snack crackers and things like that. So I stopped there today. and I picked up a few things. They had a 20-pound bag of potatoes for $5, so I got that. And I bought a bunch of things. I do this all the time, and if you guys have kids, this is a great thing to do for an after-school snack or something, or like I pack it up and give it to your kids for their school snack. I make Chex Party Mix, but I make it with whatever I have on hand. So I picked up a few things there. I got some pita chips, and I got some Bugles. You know those Bugle snacky things? I got like 3 snack-size bags of those. I got a family-size box of Cheerios. I love Cheerios and Party Mix, so I got that. I already had here probably a half a box of like a Rice Check kind of type cereal, like a store brand. And I had some, I mentioned the pita chips. What else? I had some leftover, just a small few left in the bottom of a bag, tortilla chips. I threw those in there. And I don't think I had any cheese. I like Cheez-Its in those, but I didn't have any. And I put some pistachios. I keep my nuts in my freezer, and I had some pistachios in there, so I do like nuts in my party mix. Anyway, you guys, that's in the oven. You just heard the timer go off. I got to go stir it. But it's fantastic. And I mean, I'm just one single person, so I'll take a gallon-sized Ziploc bag, and that's what I'll snack on throughout the week. And it makes more than that, so I'll take another gallon-sized zip bag and put it in the freezer. So, yeah, there's some really good deals out there, you guys. If you, like to go thrift store shopping, or if you have any of those cool food stores that I have, let me know. Comment in the comments below. I'd really like to know what you guys keep your eye out for at thrift stores, and if you have any of those cool food stores around you. I'd love to know. So, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And subscribe if you haven't already, and make a comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Did you like this video? I'd really love to know. All right, you guys, I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Bye-bye.